Well, the sky is dark, the track is light, and it's going to be lit up even brighter, I'm sure, over these next two track finals. The women's 1500 metres first, then the men's steeplechase. 12 athletes out there for this women's 1500 metres. And it is a clash of the titans. It really is. Promises to be one of the races of the championships. Faith Kipyegon this year smashed the world record in Monaco a few weeks ago. The first athlete ever under 350 in the women's 1500 metres. Sort of akin to Roger Bannister becoming the first athlete to break 4 minutes for the mile. And this lineup is super strong. She's up against Sifan Hassan, the 2019 champion. There's Kira McGeehan of Ireland. She is a European Championship silver medalist. 3:56 last year in Brussels. Kipyegon, world champion. Hull, the best of the Australians. 3 Brits go in this one. Walteji of Ethiopia, great 800-metre runner. And a great competitive record this season, Walteji. Seldom out of the first two. Can she cause an upset here? Can anybody unseat Kipyegon? Twice Olympic champion in Rio 2016, in Tokyo 2021. World champion in 2017 and again in 2022. Between those, she took a silver in Doha. Laura Muir, European champion, the Olympic silver medalist for Great Britain, set a season's best in her semi-final of 3:56. The one semi-final was relatively slow, one semi-final was super fast. But it was a couple of days ago, and they've got a time to recover for this final. Sifan Hassan, who fell, of course, 20 metres before the line in the 10,000 on Saturday. It enabled an Ethiopian 1, 2, 3, a clean sweep over 25 laps. But she's used to this sort of challenge. She's got the 5,000 to come. Back in 2019 in Doha, she took gold at 10,000 metres and at 1,500 metres, and the 1,500 was super fast at 3:51. It's still a unique achievement, that double. Said she was very shocked after her 10,000 fall. She woke up in the morning of her semi-final here and felt very, very sore, but then ran 3:56 in her semi-final. Said she couldn't believe it when she saw the time. Well, the world record by Kipyegon, that is quite remarkable. It will keep her name in the annals of the historical lists forever. She has sealed her immortality in this event. Can she take a third world title and retain her gold from Eugene, Oregon? Used to play football before she was a track runner, Faith Kipyegon. But how do you defeat her? That is the challenge for every one of these athletes, these faces, the other 11 faces. She is fast, she's strong, she's a great tactician, she's in world record shape. Basically, Kipyegon has to make a mistake to lose this race. There's Katie Snowdon of Great Britain, has improved hand over fist this year. Wonderful personal best in her semi-final to run 3:56. She's world number 8 now. She's had a faultless build-up too, with an 800 personal best at the London Diamond League, the UK champion. Let's have a look at them. Here's Kira McGeehan, 31 years old now. Silver, as I said, in Munich last year. Bronze back in 2016 in Rotterdam. Amsterdam it was actually. Kipyegon, the Olympic champion. Became the 3rd athlete ever to retain an Olympic 1500 title after Sebastian Cohen, the Russia's Tatiana Kazimkina, when she won gold in Tokyo. She is the world record holder. She's outstanding favourite here. Jessica Hull, 7th in the World Championships last year. Very consistent, the Australian. Hailom of Ethiopia, World Junior champion last year, World Under-20 champion. She's just 17 years old. Katie Snowdon, UK champion. She defeated Laura Muir in that race. Sifan Hassan, such a great favourite. She is an interviewer's dream, is Hassan. She comes out with one-liners that are unique and so special. She's a delightful person. But is she tired after that 10,000? Corey McGee has done well, 3rd in US Championships, one of only 2 athletes in this race not to have broken 4 minutes. Laura Muir, mixed form this season, it has to be said. Looks like she's come right at the right time with that 3:56 in her semi-final. Can she get onto the rostrum here after changing coach earlier on this summer? Nelly Chepchirchir, good 800 so far this year. Fastest in the heats on Saturday with 4 minutes, and then fastest in the semis. Ludovica Cavalli of Italy. one of the other athletes not to have broken 2 minutes in this. Personal best in her semi, though. Broken 4 minutes, I should say, over 1500. Melissa Courtney-Bryant is there as well, third in the UK Championships, the Commonwealth bronze medalist back in 2018. Back from a lot of injury problems, has done wonderfully well. Big strides this year with a personal best of 3:58 in Chortsov some 5 weeks ago. And Dariba Welteji completes the lineup there on the outside. Great competitive record, as I said, Welteji this year. How will it go then? No pacemakers here. Will it be a dawn? Will somebody take it out? How do you defeat Kipyegon, who roars to the front there on the inside, doesn't really want to get boxed and looks happy to control it, and the others are letting her after a super fast first 100 meters. Laura Muir on the outside there, and it slowed dramatically after a really fast first 100. That always worries me because the athletes at the front slow it, the others at the back don't know it. They find out a second or two later and run into the back of the slow athletes up front. So they're very tightly bunched, Rob Walker, now as they come towards 300 meters. Kipyegon playing Pied Piper.
It's understandable, Tim, given that she's broken 3 world records already this year. Unless she makes a mistake, the rest of this world-class field are bidding for a silver and a bronze. It was a blast to get to the front, but having done so, Kipyegon has got this under control, pretty steady over the first 400 meters. McGeehan just needs to pay close attention to make sure she doesn't get boxed. And Sifan Hassan in touch with that group, but right at the back. Remember, she won this title in 2019.
Well, that 400 times 65.14, very, very slow for this field. It's way outside 4-minute tempo, and Hassan, I think, would do well to move up. Look at them bunching now. Dangerous, 3 abreast. And it takes a lot of energy when in the middle of that pack. Elbows are banging, and you're scared of getting clipped from behind. You're scared of treading. You have to watch the athlete in front of you. As Laura Muir moves up past Welteji now onto the shoulder of the Ethiopian, who's on the shoulder of the leader, Kipyegon. They're allowing Kipyegon to control this, and I think that's a mistake. Somebody should try and disrupt this, because it's slow. If it was 2:08 at 800, that would be 4-minute tempo, and it's going to be way outside that. Hull of Australia in 5th place on the outside, and still Hassan at the back as they come towards 800 meters. 2:11.78. It was a much slower lap, 66.64.
Someone's got to seize their opportunity here. You can tell Laura Muir is itching to get to the front. The Olympic silver medalist, bronze medalist last year. She's had a difficult time on and off the track, but looks like she's back in the groove, and they're now all beginning to get ready to strike. But have they left it too late? Have they played into the hands of this year's outstanding performer?
Well, none of them have tried to do anything to disrupt Kipyegon's race. It's been slow. There's been the opportunity. Welteji in 2nd place on the shoulder of the world record holder. McGeehan running a smart race, the shortest line on the inside, although she's boxed. As they come through the bell, 2:58 at the bell. The pace has picked up a bit the last 300. Now surely Kipyegon will build as they go into the back straight. Others beginning to lose ground. Laura Muir at the back as 300 to go as Hassan now comes into the frame. She's up into 5th. McGeehan going well. Welteji in the slipstream of Kipyegon as the world record holder takes the lead down the back straight and begins to extend that lead and moves away now. Welteji in 2nd. Here comes Hassan. McGeehan in 4th. Kipyegon is well clear though. Chamchirchir back in 5th place is out of this now. In Kipyegon with 5 meters, 6 meters, goes clear. Hassan running for a minor medal here. Welteji producing a wonderful run. She's run 3:55. It's going to be no far outside that here, but it's Kipyegon's gold as expected. Welteji the silver for Ethiopia, and Hassan the bronze, and a fighting 4th there. Brilliant running for Kira McGeehan. The winning time is quick, 3:54.87 after a very slow first 800 meters. I said before the race, how do you defeat Faith Kipyegon
Well, that question is still writ large up in the sky above this gorgeous stadium in Budapest, because she has retained her title 3 times a world champion now, and she's done it with ease, great ease.
The greatest 1500-meter runner, male or female, the world has ever seen. She can win it slow, she can win it fast. Brilliant, brilliant silver medal for Welteji. Stepping up from the 800 metres, the event in which she became the world junior champion. Sifan Hassan ran 3:56 on the nose. Bearing in mind how slow it was to start with, these times are extraordinary. And Tim, her time for the last 400 metres, I made that around 56 seconds. They went through in about 2:58, and she's finished in 3:54. That is fantastic running on the last lap. There is no way to beat her.
It's about 56.5 seconds, her last 400. I mean, that is getting to the realms of men's middle distance running closing speed. 56 seconds, running 3:54. Of course, she's got that cushion. She's run 5 seconds quicker than that with that world record of 3:49.11. Indeed, almost 6 seconds quicker than that has Faith Kipyegon run. So she was running well within her compass, well within her limits. Everybody else stretched beyond theirs, or trying to go beyond theirs. National record for Kira McGeehan, 3:56.61. That's the consolation for 4th place, the chocolate medal, as the Spanish call it.
I'm absolutely blown away by that last lap. She's got so many gears, and now she has so many global accolades. There is no question we are in the presence of sporting greatness. Kipyegon in a class of her own.
Well, no surprise as to the destination of the gold there. Faith Kipyegon taking it for Kenya, 3:54.87. A wonderful retention of her title from Eugene. Welteji, a brilliant silver for Ethiopia, and Hassan, that bronze for the Netherlands.